where we are because I stopped the video to come back to it, but at this point, from the beginning, we should be at that's where we are. All right, so we were counting that off, you know, starting from that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we start from there. The right hand is going to play G, E flat, E flat, F, and hold it through the 5th note, and then on the 6th note, come back to the E flat. So you'd have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. While the left hand plays a E flat, and then G, B flat, and E flat. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay? And then the left hand's going to play a D below octave, you know, a D below middle C. And then the right hand's going to do that thing that we had done on the first. We've done this before. G, F sharp or G flat, F, E flat, and C. And then on the left hand, you're going to play an octave D on the 4th beat. So you'd have, So we've got So from that earlier part, we've got then you're going to move your left hand pinky over here to the A flat on the 1st beat, and then you're going to play E flat and A flat on the 4th beat. And while you're doing that, you're going to be holding that last C that you hit over here. So you've got and then you're going to hold that through the 1, 2, 3 of that next measure, and then when you hit the E flat and A flat, you're going to play with your right hand E flat, C, A flat. So you would have you kind of have to move your thumb out of the way so that your right hand can get to it. Okay? So you've got right now, you'll notice you should have your, pinky on the A flat and your index finger on the E flat, and then you just slide those down to the G and D. And then earlier, how we had done that same thing, except you're going to do it an octave down. Okay? So we've got, depending on where you want to start out, and then on the one beat, your finger is going to come over here to the, basically you're doing the same thing we did earlier, we've just moved it down an octave. So, you know, we've got, where are we? Doing the same thing we did earlier, so you're, on the one beat, our right hand already has a thumb on the C. Come over here with the left hand on the C, an octave down. The right hand's going to play that arpeggio of E, G, C, G, E. And then on the fourth beat on the left hand, it's going to play the E and G. So you got. C, E, G, B, E, just like we did in the right, up an octave. And the left hand's going to play a C and a B and a G. So from that. Now you're just going in and playing the exact same things that we played up here, but we've moved it down. So now we're playing the, you know, and we go through that whole thing again of. So I'm not going to go through every single note again because that is exactly what you're playing up here. So, I mean, we already did that. So if you started from that first change from when we were playing in the higher octaves of... Is this time we're going to go, we're an octave down, we're playing in the left hand the A flat, and then 1, 2, 3, and on the 4, 5, 6, you know, just like we did before, we're going to play the E flat and the A flat, and then with the right hand we're playing E flat, C, A flat. Before when we were an octave up, we slid down with the left hand. We were up here, we went, you know, but this time we're going to slide down from where we are up here, playing the D and the G. So you would have, let's see. Come back up here and play that rundown again. G, G flat, F, E C. And then it's going to start in the middle, almost like it does in the second phrase of the song. You start playing the same thing with your left hand. So I'm just going to go over that real quick. Just like at the beginning of the song, you know. Let's see how. Okay. So the only difference will be you'll play with your left hand this F on the first beat. On the second beat, you'll play with your right hand a C, E flat, E flat, C, and then B. And then on the fourth beat with your left hand, you're going to play the same thing you have the whole time, which is the C and E flat. So you got. Then you do that same thing you've been doing. That's the same thing. You've already done that twice. You've already done that. Now at this point, it's a little different with the left hand. Normally, it would go down. The left hand would go down to a B flat, but this time you're going to stay on the C in the left hand and play. It's the same thing in the right hand. With the left hand, stay on the C. It plays a E and G. The right hand's going to do that same thing of. Before, but this time the left hand is different during this one. It'll stay on the C again. It'll play a C, below middle C, then a F and A flat when the right hand's going, and it'll still stay on the C again, and then play on the fourth beat a E and G. Do that. Okay, so if we were to start from that, or let's see. Back to what you played earlier with the right hand, which is C, A, C, E flat, C, A, while your left hand's playing that same thing. And you're going to do this, you've done this before. This time is going to go down to the B flat and then play the E and G on the fourth beat, and your right hand is doing the okay. Now here it changes up a little bit. Okay, this is where it starts to run down towards the end of the song. Your right hand this time is going to now move to a C and A flat. So C and A flat, F, back to C and A flat, F, back to C and A flat, F, and your left left hand is going A flat up to an A flat on the fourth beat. So you've got. So from the beginning of that whole thing, you've got. Right hand's going to come down and play C and G, E, C and G, E, C and G, E, and your left hand's going to play G and an octave up G. So you've got. So now you've got. Your left hand's going to play an F octave, and your right hand's going to play, and this is a little different than what you've been doing, but just slightly. You're going to play A flat and E, C, on 1 and 2, but on 3, you're going to bring your pinky out to the F. Okay, so you've got. Okay? So it's just slightly different, you know. This is the first time you've had to move. You know, normally you would be. This time you're. Okay, so slightly different there. I'll go from that really slowly. Then your left hand's going to go to a E flat octave on the fourth beat. Your right hand will play an A flat, E flat, C, A flat, E flat, C, A flat, E flat, C. So now you've got. Another slight difference with what the right hand does anyway. The left hand's continuing to play, go down, walk down, doing octaves. So you're going to go down to a D octave. The right hand's going to play G, D, and then this is unusual. Instead of one finger, you're going to play this kind of dissonant sounding A flat and B at the same time. That'll be the only time you play it, and then back to just the B, G, and D. So you just play. So now from that part that we've been starting at, it's. left hand, E flat, E flat. With the right hand, you're playing G and D flat. Then B flat, back to the G and D flat, E flat, back to the G and D flat. So, okay. And then we'll walk down again. This is getting the very end now. With the left hand, you just C octave. And with the right hand, you play F and C, A flat, F and C, A flat, F and C, A flat. So you got. And now this is the very end of the song. And with the right hand, you're going to play C, E, B flat, A flat, C, E, and then the song ends on an F. So you've just gone from where am I? Right, that's what your right hand does. At the same time that you go, your left hand goes. So your left hand plays C, down an octave C, B flat, A flat, back to the C, E, F. So you're playing that at the same time. You've got. And there you have the whole song. So from the beginning, I'm going to play it as slow as I can. This is what you should have. there you go. And then, like I said, practice that, you know, with your metronome. You know, start out at a crawling pace until you get all those timings done, and then eventually it'll be, you know. And so forth. I mean, you know, obviously, it's like a testosterone fest if you want to, or you can balance it out, but I hope you enjoy. Peace.